It's your boy, The Marvelous Knight, coming at you with another review for another Netflix original animated series part 2. We're talking about Masters of the Universe Revelations part 2. So part 2 picks up for what part 1 left off. My man Skeletor stealing the sword of power and saying the words and becoming Skelegod, stabbing my man Adam, aka He-Man, Teela looking shocked, Gringer looking scary as ever, and stuff like that. But this was a five episode. And just continue on from that very moment. And to where, the Enchantress or the magical sorceress, Skeletor stabs her, and she's actually Teela's mom. I missed that. But again, from the first one to from the first part 1 to this part, I thought was done, for the most part, incredible. I thought the animation was great. The story, the continuation of the story was great. And the reason why I say this, because I don't remember too much from the 80s cartoon. I don't remember anything. I just remember the name of He-Man and She-Ra and stuff like that, and Battle Cat and Skeletor. That's all I remember. And then, until then, of watching this TV series from part 1 that is a continuation from the 80s cartoon, I forgot what they look like. I forgot what the hell Skeletor looked like, right? So I know, of course, I knew what He-Man looked like. Stuff you see his toys all the time in Walmart, the little midget toys. I always wanted the He-Man action figure. I did. And I'm a collector of stuff. Most of my stuff is boxed up. You see, my closet. Most of my stuff is boxed up. And it's not even on my boxes. Most of them. I have a lot. I have over 300 some figurines. I do. Here's a cheap plug. You want to see some of the stuff that I collect? Well, follow me, The Marvelous Knight, on Instagram. And you can see all the stuff that I collect. That's a plug. Some people say, hey, you should start doing, your figures. Yeah, but I don't want to open them. I don't buy, multiple, so I can open one. And no, I don't do all that. I just buy them and they stay in the box. So, but back to He-Man. I always wanted a He-Man action figure, and the ones I always saw was this little bitty. I just didn't like it or whatever. Then so I never brought it. When I was a kid, I wanted a He-Man toy, and there was some pretty good, cool looking action figures, but didn't get it. But until then, this show had came out, and they released He-Man action figures for the first time. I've collected a He-Man action figure from the power of Grayskull. Yeah, I don't know if you can. No, yeah, camera. You can see him. That's a nice little figure, ain't it not? Nice. He-Man. You know what I'm saying? You see, you get him right there. Boom. Good shot. Yep, and I'm happy, satisfied. But gotta get He-Man, and of course you have to get Skeletor. Skeletor, nice little Skeletor figure. Nice. See that? Nice little artwork on the box. It's a review of the show, and I'm showing off the figures. Yeah, I'll show a little more off, but back to the show. Again, I thought the animation was done great. The story was great so far. I love the Savage He-Man. I love that, where, he goes and he says, the sword was just a conduit. He tells Skelegod the sword was just the conduit. but the spark, that was all me. And I wonder, so he says the power of Grayskull, and like he transformed to Savage He-Man, this big hawk-like rapid beast, and he was powerful. He-Man is the most powerful. When Adam turns into He-Man, he is the most powerful being in the entire universe. This is who He-Man is, the most powerful. Savage He-Man was just on another level. It's like Goku going Super Saiyan or Instinct, Ultra Instinct. Super Saiyan. So that's what this was like. This was awesome. This was cool. I liked it. And stuff like that. I wish they would have did more with it, a little more, but it was cool for what it was. What I did not like was the whole Evil Lyn was able to just get the sword from Skeletor so easily, and she got the power, got the sword of power, and she did, transformation, and transformation was badass, short buzz cut, swole, and stuff like that. So that was cool. I just didn't like how it was executed, and then the fact that He-Man and Skeletor had to work together to stop her, when all you needed was Teela, in which Teela, it took her a minute just to power up to be the most powerful version of herself and stuff like that. But other than that, I enjoyed it. I have to give it a 7 out of 10. I thought it could be a little executed more, certain things. I thought that story-wise, the Skeletor thing the Skelegod thing could have been a little more executed better. I didn't like he was able to lose the sword of power that easily and stuff like that. But other than that, it's a great show. I do recommend it to anybody to watch it. I mean, if you haven't seen the 80s, you don't need to. Like I say, I don't remember anything from it. I watched an episode or two on Boomerang when I was a kid, but I don't remember anything, and I didn't go back trying to see what, it's a reboot. It's a continuation, but you really don't need to watch the 80s cartoon to enjoy this and stuff like that. So, and probably if you watch the 80s cartoon, because I know people that watch and remember the 80s cartoon, they kind of not fans of this one. So, hey, I mean, what can you do? It's a Kevin Smith project. But before I go, I want to show you some more of these figures from the Masters of the Universe Revelation figures. Here's Teela right there. You can see her on the case here. Badass. It's my girl, played by Sarah Michelle Gellar, aka Buffy. And we have Skeletor, when he grabs the sword of power, he becomes Skelegod. So that's what he looks like here. It's him right there. Power of God, I know. Then we have my man Cringer, who is a scared little talking tiger, green tiger. But when the sword of power is bestowed upon He-Man and he transforms into the most feared creature, Battle Cat. Dun, dun, dun. See him right there. There you go. Battle Cat. So I didn't know this damn thing was this big. I don't know if you could tell that it's big, but it's big. So yes, I am a He-Man guy. I always wanted He-Man toys when I was a kid. When I became a collector, I wanted to collect some. Stuff was just expensive. So now this show's out. They released these incredible figs. So now I have some of them. I'll have more of them and stuff like that. So that's continuation. Maybe, time to time I will do videos showing them, in the boxes. I will not open them, So, yeah. But other than that, let me know if you enjoyed the show, if you've seen it. Are you fans of He-Man? Do you want to check it out? I recommend you do. It's a pretty good show. certain things can be executed better. No show's perfect. It didn't derail me from the show, didn't ruin it for me, but other than that, that's it. Like, share, subscribe, and that's it. Check out the other content. Thank you. Night out.